Greetings, divine co-creators of the conscious new Eden of bliss, rising like the great phoenix, the great central sun of all soul systems, shining your lights brightly upon the dawning of the new earth. We had many powerful waves flowing into the realm today, many of us experiencing quantum crown activations and quantum heart activations. We're also experiencing many intense vivid dreaming and powerful releases as all soul star blossoms are transmuting and ascending through these powerful energies. Today felt kind of like a calm before the storm. It felt all day like a storm was brewing, but very calm. There were waves coming in of activations and then states of voidness, of stillness, almost like moments of being pulled into the womb of Pachamama. And some might feel it like exhaustion or being very tired. Many are experiencing activations in the spine, especially near the heart. We call that in the Taoist the tricky gate or heaven's gate. In the spine, it's where the angelic wings are etherically manifesting through these portals in the back of the vessel, the back of the luminous sphere of infinite filaments of light. Last night, I received several visitations from higher dimensionals in our Star Nation family, which I'll save those to the end of the transmissions. The veil is getting very thin each day, thinner and thinner, as we're going through and through and through, releasing, letting go, and transmuting all layers, like layers of an onion, getting directly to the core, to the heart of the lion, activating our great courage through our sacred breath, our holy chi, our heavenly chi, which is being breathed into us each moment. It is the breath of life. It is the breath of light. And we are all taking this great leap of faith with great courage in the heart of the lion, of our Lyran nation, of the great cats of all races and all nations. Today, there is also a calmness on the Schumann resonance. We had one spike, amplitude 16 hertz, but in Gaia time, that's 1616. And again today, the whole ring of fire, totally activated, totally lit up. We had 117 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, M1.5 or greater. The most powerful today was on the ring of fire in the Philippines with a 6.3, 119 kilometers depth. We have the 99 encoded. Earlier today, there was actually a more powerful activation in the central mid-Atlantic ridge, 777 encoded and 3773 with a 6.6 magnitude earthquake. That's in between South America and Africa, close to the equator. At 6:51 UTC on September 6, we have the 666 code. And no, that is not the number of the beast. That's part of the trick of the nefarious ones. It is the double hexagram, the 3 above, the 3 below, the 3, the 6, and the 9 of the 3 Dantians, the sacred trinity. And hex just means 6, like hexagon, hexagram. And in the sacred Yi Ching, it's the heaven, the 3 above, and the earth, the 3 below. And it is like a mirror. It's also the code of the sacred geometry of carbon, 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons. And this 6.6 earthquake was at 7.7 latitude, the epicenter in 37.239 longitude. We have the 777 and the 37 and the 73, heaven on earth, a whole. We also had a 3.4 in Oklahoma, Lindsay, at 11:08 UTC. We had a 4.7 again today in the sacred portals with our bro stars and sisters anchored in sacred Chile, South America, the land of our sacred condor. Shakti, Shakti. We had another powerful earthquake today by the Caspian Sea again, 5.1, northern Iran, in the sacred portal of Gonbad-e-Kavus, 2134 UTC, 5.1. More of the 6 energy than in the sacred portal of Eastern Honshu, Japan, with the Lemurian energy, 5.1. Another 6 at 2133, 36.649, latitude 141.568, longitude. Then we had this triple activation in the sacred crown of Lemuria, the divine feminine, with a 4-4 code at 1730 UTC, 73, 46 kilometers depth, 1010. Portal we had a 4.1. These were in the Aleutian Islands. Aleutian. 4.3 at 1819. Then we had a 4.1 at 1839 UTC. So that's the 3 within the 3 within the 3. The Sacred Trinity. Then we had another Trinity. 2 more. South America, 3.9, Chile, 4.1, Chile, and then in the sacred portal of Bolivia, a 4.6. We have 9, the 10, and the 13, and that was on the eastern side of the Ring of Fire. And then by Japan, we had a triple by Kushiro, 4.4, 119 UTC, 4.5, 2352 UTC in Honshu again, and then another in Honshu, 4.9, 2349. Then a couple hours, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. We had a 3.9 activation at Sandpoint in the crown of the Queen, with the 12 energy of the divine feminine, the goddess rising like the sacred condor, flying high, waiting for the eagle to take flight. Aho. Today we'll start our first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light, Shanta Gabrielle. Leap of Faith. Dear ones, in every moment you are being guided on a path to oneness with all that is. There are times when the lessons on the path may feel more difficult than others. You may question if you have taken a detour off the path of your soul purpose. You could even wonder if you are doing something wrong. There is a surefire way to discover the answer to these time-honored questions. The answer lies in gratitude. It can be necessary to give thanks for the challenges, difficulties, and obstacles on your path. We know this is a very difficult thing to do. You may worry that giving thanks will make you receive more of what you are currently struggling with. Feeling angry for what you are experiencing gets stronger, and resistance to what is may suddenly take over your consciousness. This idea of being thankful for circumstances that seem unfair and monumental does not sit easily for most people. It is just at these moments that trusting that you are being guided and cared for in every moment is necessary. You are on an accelerated trajectory, and all that you need to be in harmony with is your greatest soul reality is being provided moment to moment. When you can release the attachment to outcomes, as frightening as that may seem, you are demonstrating the required neutrality for living a more divine life at this time. Your soul is asking you to rely therefore on radical trust, even if it means leaping empty-handed into the void. Every step you take, bless it. Ask to be in alignment with your soul's highest purpose on earth. That sets the stage for divine orchestration of all that is required for you to be in perfect harmony with that prayer. It will be chosen by your soul with all the lessons, experiences, and challenges provided in perfect timing, all in divine order. Trusting this process may be one of your greatest challenges. It is time to step into equanimity that allows you to offer all outcomes to the wisdom of your soul. Ask to expand your faith and trust in the process. Remember, you are not alone, ever. As you open your heart and mind to gratitude, Trust that you are being supported by a love that never ends. All is well, and so it is. Shanta Gabriel for Archangel Gabriel. This is from shantagabriel.com. And today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Yod-He Vod-He. Your fruitfulness is expanding. Your counterpart is ascending quickly in their new role. Today, the Holy Spirit is here to redeem you both from cyclical cycles of heartbreak and heart wounds. The memories and triggers of past situations in love that were to hurt and destroy you both are dissipating. This healing is valuable for you two to fall in love without the need for heartbreak. The spell work was cleared from the Divine Masculine, Christ's ancestral bloodline, to the Almighty I Am. That spell work forced the masculine in repeating cold-hearted betrayals, ghosting, affairs, ego-driven childhood wounds, etc. We have attained victory on clearing this seed point out of the entire ancestry of the universe, star system, star family, etc. Amen. A loyal, faithful partnership is the new cycle. Being the chaser in these cycles also ended in August 2020. God has already co-created your king-queen of love counterpart with you as you witness the death of these old cycles. You are safe and protected to continue walking forward into your union of the beloved, releasing betrayal from your heart. Hurt, pain, and suffering are no more. Release, trust, and let love in. The spells that were blocking the divine feminine Christ from true love have been broken. This is freedom and restoration of the sisterhood of the rose and the Magdalene seed branch bloodline. Ancestral DNA is complete. The portal is opening. True love is entering. Long-term growth in your new cycle of balanced, unconditional love has commenced. From KundaliniTwinFlames.com. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Pars Kute. Huge incoming frequencies containing potential for data upgrades and circuitry recalibration. These new crystalline frequencies are expansive, and their waves are clearing so many attachments to old timelines and shifting the vibratory resonance within ourselves. The upgrades will bring a whole new sensory receptivity and extension of our intuitive sensitivities. Tiredness and thirst as the physical vessel recalibrations and aching bones as the old data is clearing. The solar logos keys are activating. The crown and third eye circuitry galactic headset is linked to our galactic receptivity and connectivity as we integrate new layers of awareness and deepen our connection to our galactic families. A whole new timeline is being birthed and anchored right now with sacred love of one, Pars Kute. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. I am sharing with great love and an open heart. I know you are going through intense interchanges at the moment, as am I. The new and higher divine soul self is busy forming there within you to a much higher and greater degree. Yet the old you, although gone in truth, is still there trying to grab your attention, as is the old world. Allow this non-being, the no form, to expand within you. For all the great souls who ever walked this earth as fully empowered, Christed beings, pointed you to within yourself. The kingdom of heaven is inside you. Look carefully, not outside but inside. You are divine. Divinity lives within you. You carry all of heaven and all of creation, indeed, the whole omniverse within you. No thing is missing. You are all and everything, and you are whole and complete. When you step further and higher in the truth of who and what you are, you will find that freedom arises in the highest degrees, and with it a renewed sense of joy, awe, and wonder. You are transforming into the highest soul self, which indeed the divine created you to be and become. You are the master walking the earth. You are the light, the love, the wisdom, the infinite soul. Your soul has traversed the cosmos, has taken on many forms and experiences throughout the galaxies and star systems and universes, just like it chose to take on a form here on this planet. Yet in this moment, the whole earth and all upon it is being transformed in a much higher state and form of existence. Our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and indeed all our energy bodies are going through intense transformation and rejuvenation. We are stepping into the highest soul self, the empowered self, the self which reflects all of life and is it. There is indeed no end and no beginning to your soul divine self. You are everything ever created, and all of creation is there within you. You are living on the earth, but you are not of it. You are the master of your own creation and your own experience. Your thoughts and words co-create. You are powerful. Yet what is power, if not steeped in pure, unconditional love and an open heart? For when one is filled with so much love, then love overflows into all one is and creates. One is the love, the loving and being loved. One is the seer, the seeing and the seen. I am that I am. The more your heart opens to the filling of the divine love, divine light, and divine power, the more the fountains of joy arises within. You find joy in all and everything. There is a sense of awe and wonder. Miracles abound, and you are living life, and life more abundantly. Let love unfold you. Let love grow and become you. And then be ready to be transformed into the divine source self within as you walk in and with love, light, and wisdom. Within you harmony and balance, and beautiful sprouting forth of the infinity within you. What a blessing, what transformation, what infinite love. From JudithKusel.com, and today from Divine Sister of the Light, Maria Nessa. Dear all, we are in the middle of all old structures clearing as the goddess and her feminine embodiment is set free from judgments and all patriarch control structures. The witnesses of the judger is that of strong medicine women who stand together to form miracles together as the divine masculine support her and nourish her with love and care. God is the embodiment of the balanced masculine and feminine within each, as the Christ rise within all hearts. More gifts, supplies, will start to fall from the sky, literally, to all in need, all across the planet. It is the gifts of the goddess as she is set free, and as all old contracts and old wounds of the intent to harm is cleared and dissolved, anything that is tried or created with dark intent cannot manifest in the physical anymore. This is happening on a cellular level, as well as a collective level, and so a universal level. And so it is. From the GoldenAgeGoddess.com, today from Divine Sister of the Light, Asara Adams. Energy Update by Archangel Michael, September 6, 2020. Greetings, beloved ones. We send you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we invite you to open your heart to our message for you. As you are going through this grand shift of earth, you are able to discover your true spiritual mastery. You have learned so much during this lifetime and all past lifetimes. Now it is time to apply what you have learned. One of the most important things to look at is the power of your focused attention. Your focused attention creates your experience of reality. All creative forces and energies flow towards what you are focusing on and will bring you more of it. This is a powerful thing to know and understand. It means simply by withdrawing your attention from the unwanted and directing your attention to the wanted experience on a consistent basis will move you into a new reality. You have this power by what you think, feel, say, and do. This is what creates your experience. Experiences of love, harmony, peace, abundance, and well-being are a result of allowing the perfect divine source energies to flow through you and to express themselves into your world. As you focus on these kinds of experiences, you are allowing more of the divine source energies to flow through you, and your reality responds directly to that. Unwanted and unpleasant experiences are a misqualification of the divine energy, and the more you are focusing on them, the less the divine source energies can flow through you. So how do you allow for the perfect divine source energy to flow through you unhindered? Whenever you think of your world to be less than divine perfection of love and harmony, you are closing off this stream of divine energy. You are in a sense giving power to an existing experience that is already the result of misqualified source energy. When you take this power back and place it back to the all-powerful God source, then you are allowing more of the divine perfection to enter your life. To do that, simply place any experience that you are contemplating or thinking about into the large hands of God. The more you do that with every experience, the more you are creating a powerful momentum and alignment with God. The more you are aligning with God, the more your reality becomes divine perfection. Know that all is well, beloved ones. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure always. I am Archangel Michael, and I bring you this truth from teloschannel.com and from Here in the Moon Astrology, Sunday, September 6, 2020, a heads up, an appointment with the future. We are now picking our way through the wreckage of January's Saturn-Pluto conjunction across the bridge towards the beacon of December's Jupiter-Saturn Aquarius conjunction. Everything counts, everything matters, especially you, your resilience and your grit as you negotiate the challenges of September, October, and November, designed to take you into a very different landscape. This week and next, kicking up a stationary storm at their most impactful, both Mars and Jupiter slow right down, then change direction. Mars turns retrograde at 28 Aries, while Jupiter turns direct at 17 Capricorn. Make a note of the days between September 7 to 11, when strongly assertive energy will be felt on the world stage in your own life. In the days between September 27th through the 30th, when Mars clashes with Saturn as the Lord of Time and Karma turns direct. 117 and 711 coming in. Think of Mars as the core energy source of human experience. Wherever Mars is retrograde in your own chart, it's about taking back yourself. Focus on your physical embodiment, emerging from the trance of 24/7 virtual hypnosis to see where you've abandoned parts of who you are. It's about living in real time, connecting face to face, making stuff, getting outside, moving, breathing more fully. It's about asking yourself deep questions about your private desires, dreams, and goals. It's about reworking, retemplating, or retuning projects while rebalancing your energy patterns, your drive, and your assertiveness. Jupiter direct in Capricorn means taking back your core and your creator power. Gas giant Jupiter moving direct from September 13th brings new opportunity. You can probably already feel the energy building, a sense of purpose arising. This is a time when many of us creatives and wayfinders will find a renewed sense of purpose, cross paths with new people, have light bulb moments and insights, make the breakthroughs, and give ourselves permission to follow wherever they lead despite what's happening in the 3D world. If you are a creative, sensitive, wayfinder, change agent, or maverick, September's astrology is about emerging from the trance of overwhelm to prepare for the huge events of October and November. From Here in the Moon Astrology.co.uk and from Prajnaparamita, 3 turnings of the wheel of Dharma. Mind is devoid of mind. The nature of mind is clear light. And that, beloveds, is the clear light of bliss, your true nature. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 161, Red Overtone Dragon. Overtone is the name for the number 5, and its key words are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th day of a wave spell is when the energy really shifts upwards and onwards. Take advantage of it and feel empowered. This is not a relaxing energy. I repeat, this is not a relaxing energy. If you plan to take it easy today, cancel that plan and instead make use of this empowering energy and put it to good use. Today is Red Dragon, which represents nurturing, birth, and being. The dragon represents birth, and this can mean a new life, a new career, or the birth of a project. As it is an overtone day, anything you begin today will have a good chance of success. Nurturing is also a key characteristic, and therefore dragon days are great for taking care of one another. The guide today is the red moon, which symbolizes going with the flow. Surrender yourself today, and may this free you to believe that everything is going the way it should. Red moon energy usually equals relaxation, but it is a number 5 day. This may prove tricky. And today from Christina Papagiorgio, Red Overtone Dragon, Kin 161, 6 September 2020, Radiant Birth. 6/9/2020 equals 6/9/22 equals 6/9/4 equal 19 equal 10 equal 1. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Harmony. 9 endings, destiny, humanity, compassion. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 10 authority, power, manifestation. 1 leader, origin, new beginnings. Kin 161 equals 8 abundance, infinity, source flow, awakening to the radiance of creation. It's a lovely day today, a beautiful radiant day for birthing new creations, divinely perfect. Today we start afresh atop a new column in the Tzolk'in calendar, column 9, which is all about completion, closure, destiny, service, compassion, and humanity. All these codes will be added for the next 20-day journey. As September is the 9th month, we have a double 9 code amplifying these themes, a powerful cycle for bringing completion in order to commence a new cycle. Day 5 in the red earth wave spell of evolution, through navigating our way through the signs, synchronicity, and earth magic, flowing and aligning with the rhythms and cycles of Nova Gaia. Today we are focused on birthing the new, our new lives and our new world. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm, action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today's energy of the 3 red cis stars, the dragon, the moon, and the earth, combined with the overtone tone of radiance, is very feminine and astoundingly beautiful. These 3 divine cis stars are the new earth midwives, bringing forth this new world and new era. The overtone works with spiritual power. In New Zealand Maori language, we have a specific name for this. The word is mana, meaning the power which comes from spirit, which radiates and gives one the glow of spirit. And today is a day of mana. It is a day of mana where our surrender to the flow of the goddess empowers the new time, reflecting the magic of bliss through our joyful, childish exuberance. Today we have the power to nurture our creations, our dreams, and what it is we wish to birth, both now and in the future. Collectively, this energy allows us to birth a new time, an era of radiance and peace, birthed through the power of the 3 sisters who are bringing forth this new world, through the mother dragon's den, the void of creation, commanding it into being. What wisdom is Gaia sharing with the earth keepers and grandmothers today? Attuned to the ancient wisdom of our mothers, and we will find our most positive flow to birth this new world. Today we have the superpower to realize our free will by fearlessly shining our light as independent, solar, sovereign beings. Thy king, queendom come. So precious hearts, once we realize that we are fully healed, all is possible, and we can awaken to our sovereign power to birth the new. The divinely feminine power provides us with the opportunity to birth a new time and a new earth in the coming days. Today's question is, what dreams have I nurtured that can now be commanded and birthed into the full radiance of creation? Divine blessings for birthing your beautiful new selves today. In Lak'ech Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, Kin 161, Red Overtone Dragon. The mantra, the code for today is, I am power in order to nurture, commanding being. I seal the input of birth with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of universal water. And in these most powerful of times, beloved beings of light, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, and your synchronicities, and anything that flows freely from your heart. All your comments assist myself, our teams, and all light workers around this realm. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for their support and pledges on Patreon. If you'd like to support my mission and work, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/primedisclosure. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light for your donation, Giralda or Giralda, depending on the language. Thank you, Angel of the Light, for your support. So we will commence the few stories here before I bid you all adieu. So we received many powerful activations and downloads over the last 24 hours. In the middle of the night or early in the morning, I received several visitations. So I was being activated by higher dimensionals after I connected the Sacred Condor, my Venusian Queen. I was receiving many downloads and activations. As I went outside, I was visited on the mothership, or by the mothership of our Divine Sister of the Light, grandmother of Uluru Violet again. And this ship had many more beams of light coming off of it tonight. And I connected mind to mind with her, and as I was receiving downloads and transmissions from her about my journey ahead to reunite with Shakti, the Sacred Condor, the ship, it looked like it was nodding to me, like, yes, it is time. It is time to start your journey when you are ready, but the time is now. Take that leap of faith, which I know the time is now, but every little sign and omen helps along the journey, this great journey. So as the beams of light, they look like tentacles of white light coming off the ship. As it was nodding and I was anchoring deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama, the central light, there was like a core light with maybe 12 beams of light coming off of it, like little electrical lightning bolts almost. And she was accompanied by a smaller ship. And also the moon had a little companion last night. As I was anchoring into the crystalline core, taking the codes and the energies, the frequencies, the central core of the light that the beams were coming off of started mutating and transforming into different shapes and symbols. One point it looked like the Eye of Horus. Another point, the Sacred Trinity, the Celtic Trine. And as I came back into my space to lay down, I was connecting to my higher self and to my mission and the Sacred Condor. This energy transmitted to me from the Sacred Crystal Children, and it stares. It's getting serious there for a minute, so Grandmother Bear came in. She said, "We got this." So this energy from the children and my love for all the children and for the children that are still suffering, as the tears start coming, this powerful angelic entity of bright, brilliant white light appeared in my room and transmitted saying, "Do not worry, we got this. It is time to celebrate. It is time to fulfill your mission. Let go of the worry. Let go of the internal conflicts of all this external." Because the thing is, brothers and sisters, we know we are not fully out of the woods yet. 3D is still trying to hold on. The old ways are still kicking the can down the road. They're still trying to hold on to their nefarious ways. But the thing is, we could be duking it out forever with these archons and reptilians and draconians and psychopaths of the world. And that game can go on and on and on. But our mission is to rise up, to ascend through our love, through our joy, through our bliss, to lift this whole realm, to lift the collective to where those things can no longer exist. Because we're done with that separation game, the duality game, the suffering simulation. And we resolve all these things by anchoring into, connecting to the unborn mind of Buddha, to our true self, our true nature, the infinite light, the infinite bliss, through our heart center. And we are all connected. All star blossoms are connected through the sacred grid, through the ley lines, through the ethers, the etheric, And through the chi that flows from the Tao, through the Tao, it is nature, it is Gaia, it is the universe, which is contained within our vessel and all around our vessel. The external is the internal is the external. That is the great paradox. So here's the thing about freeing ourselves from the control mechanism of the matrix, or the false matrix, we'll say, because we are activating the divine matrix, which is the new earth, the new Eden, new Jerusalem. So how do we create or obtain control over this matrix simulation dream? We do that by relinquishing or letting go of the need for control, to be in control. And it may sound crazy or contradictory, but when we release control and we allow spirit, our higher self, to take the wheel, to take the control, we gain the greatest control through this faith, the faith in the Great Spirit, because the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, is always in control, and the higher mind guides, and Source always provides and has our best interests. So we trust in the universe, we trust in ourselves, we trust in the way, we trust in the plan, we trust in the I Am. And through this great trust and great faith, that is when we take this quantum leap. We're calling it a quantum leap, because a leap from one consciousness to a whole new consciousness. And it's not that we throw away the past or what we've learned or what we experienced. That's the foundation. That was the 3D foundation to create the 5D, for the 5D to anchor in. But we never have to fall into that illusion and the delusion of being trapped in the sine wave in linear time. That is what the original sin meant. It was being separated from Source in a simulated time, space-time continuum, science calls it, because we needed space to manifest time into, or manifest experience into. That is the void. So we pour one more pitcher of tea to finish this up. Today I drink one of my most favorite teas we call Blue People Oolong King. Another name we used to call Lady Orchid. It is Taiwan Oolong with ginseng and Chinese licorice. It creates the most sweet golden elixir. 144 coming in now, the 144 code, the 1212 portal to my sacred condor. So I'll take a moment here for some activation codes through these quantum codes, these quantum activations in the heart center, in the heart space, and the high heart with the crown, star, chakra. The void center is 0 point. Shakti and Shiva with the spiral dance through the universe, the sacred dance, the sacred serenade to the lover. The eagle and the condor fly freely together through this great prophecy coming to fruition. We throw the door wide open, we fling it open with great faith, and let the winged serpent out of its cage free the spirit angels and jump into the abyss with total faith and total awareness. So I'd like to finish this with speaking about one of the great Dharma talks from our bro star of the light, Alan Watts, about falling in love and the madness of it. And obviously in this case, mad, like a mad world, meaning crazy or insane, the craziness. And then we talk about the Mad Hatter, because I played that role for many years, and the madness of losing your divine union, the queen. So Alan Watts, speaking of falling in love and the madness of it, and to fall, to let go. We don't say rising into love, we say falling in love, the idea of the fall, which goes back to some very fundamental things. And he would say that there is this strange connection or tie between the fall and the creation. We say things like the fallen ones, or falling from grace, the fallen angels, the apple falling from the tree. It is the magnetism, the gravity. And we say the faith of falling in love and that all life is an act of faith, and is really a gamble. For each step we take is an act of faith, because we don't know if the floor will fall out from under us. And the moment you take a journey is a total act of faith. The moment you enter into any kind of relationship is an act of faith, for you're giving yourself up to another. But this can be the most powerful thing that can be done. It is surrender, total surrender. Love is an act of surrender to another person. It is total abandon. I give myself to you. Take me as I am, and do whatever you like to me. And we say that is quite mad, because we are letting things get out of control. And Alan Watts would always like to say, all sensible people keep things under control. That is what the mind of man believes, that if I lose control, I lose myself. But in all actuality, what is really sensible is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up. And that is quite mad. So in the end, we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity. And when we think of that journey of Alice leaping into the rabbit hole with great faith, and she met the Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland, and playing that role for many years, I know it quite well. And the Mad Hatter went mad because he lost his queen, the queen of the white light, and she was replaced by the queen of the red, the madness of the world, the insanity, the upside-down world, the twisted inside out, which drives any sane person mad. And the true queen of everything, the white queen of bliss, her very good friend, is the white rabbit, the guide to your beloved. And that is the activation coming through the prophecy of the eagle and the condor, the reuniting, the reunion, the divine union of Shiva and Shakti, of the Christos and the Magdalene, Isis and Osiris, divine feminine, divine masculine, the yin-yang, reunite in perfect harmony to activate the highest love codes, love vibration frequency, so that all sentient beings can live in the highest love, the highest light, the highest truth in this new kingdom, the kingdom of heaven on earth. And that is the true freedom codes. Through these activations and through this ascension, we make the unconscious conscious. It is Eve and Eden. New earth, new Eden is Eden in a conscious state. We call eternal bliss consciousness. We truly become one nation under Great Spirit, under Creator, and within Creator, as one nation, one rainbow tribe of every color, of every nation, united in harmony and peace through our awareness of our true nature, which is one with Source. And Alan Watts used to like to teach that life itself, the world, is a big game. It's Brahma, meaning God, Creator, playing a game with itself, a game of separation, a game of playing infinite different roles, like an actor, forgetting itself for a moment. And the world itself can be quite maddening and seem crazy. That is why we are taking the world back. We are empowering ourselves and each other to let go of the fear, of the worry, of the doubt, and activate our great courage and activate our deepest faith to manifest new earth, the golden age, forevermore. Once we shift the whole game and realize that we were all just playing roles, then we activate our true passion and bliss to create the greatest beauty, the greatest art, the greatest manifestation in all of eternity. So feel into that energy of your infinite creative potential that can create and co-create works of art and beauty that are beyond what the limited mind of man can even imagine. So feel into that and let go and take the great leap of faith. So keep walking your sacred path with heart, warriors of the light, way showers and leaders of the new earth. I love you all. Namaste.